Could you say "As You Wish" with the voice?
Oh, sure.
Do you happen to have a milkshake on you? As you wish. It's always fun to do that. And by the way, I got to tell you, I've got a couple of puppies. Puppies are they're 12 and 13 years old. Every now and then, I don't have to smack them on the butt at all. I just turn the Wishmaster voice on, and I speak dog. I understand perfectly what I'm saying. So it's kind of cool to see a dog just kind of hear that and say, "Oh, I'm just going to chill over here and just look the other way. Wow, that's some interesting wallpaper." Yeah, I get a kick every now and then. I'll come up behind somebody and go, watch them jump out of their shorts.
Great question over there.
Ma'am.
Which is funny because I was going to ask if you would be careful what you wish for.
I wish you to speak a little louder, please.
She wishes for you to say, "Be careful what you wish for."
Be careful what you wish for. That's so cool that you know that you guys still get a kick out of that goofy ass voice. That's cool. Very cool. And I'm serious. I mean, a chocolate bar or a nice strawberry shake with some chocolate chips in it and maybe some cookie crumbs. That would multiply that by about 10. I'm serious, because right now I've got no way. I don't drink. Don't do a whole lot of dairy products now. I'm into that. I'm into the coconut milk. I like that coconut milk. But if I did have that way, and I certainly would do it. If we were on set and so forth. But it really does. It takes it down. Yeah.
That's all.
Sweet. Hey, I got a wish. Let's just pretend. Everybody, you got to have at least like a 10 on you, right? $10 bill. Pass it to the person on your left, and we're going to keep going all the way to the front. I'm going to count it for you, and I'm going to keep it.
Do you still produce the Djinn's Hell Brew?
I sure as hell do. Yes, I do. Gentleman's referring to Djinn's Hell Brew. Something, I did about a year ago, a little over a year now, about a year and a half. I was invited out to Colorado to do they said they were going to put together a Djinn's Malbec. They were doing a wine. They asked me if I'd come out and pour it for a charity, for Scares That Care. And I said, hell yeah, I'll come out, and coming out to Colorado, and at that time, I believe they were passing out some cookies. So I said, what the heck, yeah, I'll come on out. And the wine, I got to tell you, it sucked. So I had a chance, they took us all out to a place called the Yak and Yeti, which was a brew pub. And the brewmaster kind of said, offhandedly said, the Wishmaster should have a beer of his own. And I thought, well, you know what? Talk to me, buddy, because this guy, he's won some medals. He's quite his name is Adam Drager, and he's put together. If you're ever on, I guess that would be what would that be? The 70 goes up there through Colorado Springs and through Denver, I believe. I believe it's the 70. Is the 70 south and the 40 north, or is it the other way around? The highway that goes from east to west? Anyway, I digress. So I was there, and I'm talking to him, and he comes up with this idea, and I say, one of my favorite beers is a beer called Divoff, which is a Belgian golden strong ale. And I have been to the Brussels Film Festival, luckily enough for Wishmaster for the first one and for the second. And I had a chance to taste some of these beers that the monks had been brewing in their monasteries for hundreds of years. And craft brewery and craft brewing really comes out of Belgium, and no question about it. If you've ever seen a board with beers, it's like, holy crap! it's like, you know, how do you decide what's up there? One way to decide is the ABV, the alcohol content, which, by the way, in Djinn's Hellebrew is 10.2, not too bad. So we sat down and I said, okay, here's what it's got to be. It's got to be like a double. It's got to be a strong ale. It's got to be paying homage to the Djinn. It's got to have a bite. It's got to have a kick. So it's got to be peppery. And I love my habanero peppers. So I make a mean southwestern wrap, chicken wrap, and I use my habaneros, you know, and I cook it all up. There was a while there I didn't have a kitchen, long story, so I had my, and where I live it snows, so I had my grill out. I'm out there in my row, people driving by, what are you doing? I'm cooking up my stuff, you know, grilling my chicken. So I said it's got to have the habanero and it's got to have Persian lime, also as a nod to the Djinn. Because he does, after all, come from Persian mythology. So he put it together. It took about 45 days for that yeast to eat up all the sugars, for it to ferment. And that first batch, I was lucky enough, and you guys all know or know of Gina Migliozzi, the Rockin' Shock out in Boston. Well, she was kind enough to set up a bar where I poured the beer, and I told her I would like to do it and pour it for charity, which I did. My charity was Smile Train. So we raised some $1,400 bucks, half of it for Smile Train, and the other was split between the Dave Brocky Fund and the Pat Brody Cat Shelter. And so as we speak, I've got a batch brewing again out in California. It should be ready in about 40 days, and I'm diligently working on the paperwork to get my distribution going. And sir, you're going to get a box. Thank you for the question.
We have time for one more question.
Right here.
Right back over to Hattings first.
If you could make one wish, what would it be and why?
I think we've sort of covered the why. It would be Wishmaster 5. and you know what? I guess I'm the Djinn, so I'm going to bend the rules a tad. As I said, got to be Bob, and I'd love to have Peter along. And you know what? Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool to get Robert and Kane and Tony back in?
I think if that happened too, we'd want Wes back.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I had the pleasure of working with Wes on numerous pictures over the years, and he was really cool to come on board this project and help us take it to another level. Because what it was is it was a smaller picture, and once Wes got involved, we got our budget we wanted and our schedule we wanted and the release we wanted with the movie. And it was really sad news to find out of his passing a few weeks back. So that would be cool. Yeah, so, really good guy. Rest in peace. So thanks so much, everybody.